Hey, hi, hello everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you are doing well. And it's time for a reaction and some commentary on this song and music video here from one Miss Sarah Brand. Red Dress is the track. And there's been a lot of divisive opinions and conversations about this song and music video online. Some people think that this thing is like the next Friday, the next like awful, terrible, cringe song to hit the internet. And there are some people who, reading into Sarah's educational background and a few other things, feel like this is some kind of social experiment here, a song and a video that's bad on purpose in a way, just to elicit negative or just strong reactions in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. I'm going to sample the whole thing myself. I have seen and heard parts of it, though maybe not enough to make a hard judgment call in either direction at the moment. Before I turn this on, let me quickly give a shout out to our sponsor, good people over at The Ridge, still making and rocking these awesome, nifty, metal-plated, minimalist wallets that fit nicely in that front pocket. Hit up the link down below, promo code MELON, 10% off your order. That's all you gotta know. All right, Sarah Brand, Red Dress, let's pop it on and see what it is doing. Already off the bat, that font is killer.
I came to church to praise on love. Didn't coming for someone else. Didn't trust my own feels. Let someone else behind my wheel.
Let me say, Sarah does have a very peculiar singing delivery and timbre. It's a lot of vibrato, and it's not a whole lot of tune, though. The voice is moving a lot in terms of that volume, but there's not a whole lot of movement in terms of the melody. You know, the pitch that she's hitting, or the pitches she's trying to hit, seems very like stiff. She's just not really sliding all that fluidly from note to note.
The only one who should steer is me. 'Cause what they saw is see me in a red dress. I've been on
The reveal with the red dress. This is amazing.
as they judge in the sky. What are you doing here? They see me in a red dress. I've been on the
Every 5 seconds, like a frame of this music video is like a perfect meme. Like, there's so many golden reaction images in this music video so far. While obviously they're acting and they're reacting to this red dress character that Sarah Brand is crashing this whole church scene with. In a way, their reactions do feel like breaking the fourth wall, because watching this, I feel like I'm mirroring these same these same looks. I also love how the editing of the video is really awful. Like, there is literally a point where, transitioning over to this shot, there's a black frame that gets thrown in because something didn't quite get brought together in the timeline, I guess. Here we have the shot where she's sitting next to the guy. And that was so horribly executed. Oh my lord. The cinematography is something else.
shouldn't be me trying to change. That'll be something if I remain.
I love that I can subtly hear herself doing backup vocals on the track, and the backup vocals are just as off as the lead vocals.
See me in a red dress. I've been on the deathbed.
Oh my lord, the ass rubbing choreography at the front of the church.
Thinking I'm lost as the judge in
I love the nerdy preacher. This guy's my cousin over here. This is my cuzzo. You know, I after having watched this much of it, I'm still like kind of confused as to like how genuine or ironic any of this may be. If this is like completely some kind of experiment or something like that, I feel like this would be a social experiment that somebody who is like a Mormon theology student would do. You know what I mean? This is kind of like the social experiment where everybody, after there's the rap party, everybody kind of goes and has a Fudgy the Whale cake, to kind of just like unwind and, to have a good time. Like nobody's going out for drinks after this. Obviously, the message of the video comes through where it's about, breaking expectations, conventions, I guess societal normalcies and shackles, societal stigmas around sex and attraction and a whole host of different things. But like, the attempt at breaking that in the age of WAP is like so naive and innocent and just seems like so far from where kind of things have been pushed now. I feel like in a way this music video is kind of bringing it back to the days of Footloose where, you have like this really repressive church type figure presiding over this town, and it's really limiting being there. And what is it that the kids aren't allowed to do? They can't dance. No dancing. It's the devil's work. I guess you could say like maybe that's another layer of the irony onion being worked into this music video and piece here. But like for something that's trying to make the statement that it is, it's not very edgy, and it's lacking in edge to the point where it's endearingly naive, and there's kind of I don't know, at least what I want to read as a sort of innocence to it as a result of that. And I also read that innocence as genuineness, as opposed to it being some kind of super weird social commentary or experiment, but I guess that's just me. I mean, look, there are certainly moments of this thing where Sarah seems very self-aware. Even this very last scene over here where, the girl in the red dress is staring at the girl in the white dress like, shaking her butt. And she's obviously, being silly, but I don't know if I'm under the impression that like everything about this music video is bad on purpose. I mean, I suppose that could be the case, but if that is true, we're really opening the door for something a little bit here. To call back to my Tommy Wiseau and The Room reference earlier, that movie and a lot of the fandom of it arrived with a lot of other attempted copycats trying to make movies that were essentially bad on purpose. You know what I mean? But the genius of The Room is that over the course of making it and producing it, Tommy was blissfully unaware of how awful the movie, the writing, and everything else about it was. And only after the fact did he try to convince us of this idea that, this is how it's supposed to be, and it's bad on purpose, and so on and so forth. And look, a lot of those copycats that came after The Room, this kind of trend of, let's watch and enjoy and laugh at like really awful movies that just like completely fail to hit the mark. A lot of those copycats weren't good, or it was very obvious they were trying to be bad. It was painfully obvious they were trying to be bad. And as a result of that, like they weren't entertaining in the same way or any way for that matter. If this is bad on purpose, it's bad on purpose, but genuinely coming off as cringe. I think there's something to really be said for that. If that is the case, it does feel genuinely awkward for something that could potentially be a hoax or an experiment of some sort. So I'm going to leave it at that. I will link down below to this song and video. You can check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Is this just genuine cringe, or is it, something else? Let me know your opinion. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Sarah Brand, Red Dress, forever.